Good afternoon, I'm Dan Hawkins, Majority Leader of the Kansas House of Representatives, and today is a timely day for Beverly to be here. Beside me is Beverly Gossage. She's a colleague of mine in the health insurance industry, and she's here today to testify at the insurance hearing at 3:30 this afternoon on short-term medical plans. Beverly, we actually had this in the House last year. It actually stems from federal legislation. It never really went anywhere last year because there were some other things that were higher priority.
Right.
But today it's going to get a hearing and maybe it'll get through. Could you share with our visitors a little bit about that?
Sure. What happened is short-term medical plans have been around for many, many years. And they were designed for people who are between jobs. So, you know, you get a call or I get a call and they say, I just changed jobs and my new insurance doesn't start for 3 months. Is there anything I could do in the meantime? And the answer is yes, you could have a short-term medical plan, also called short-term limited duration plans. And those premiums are about 60 to 70% lower than you might get on the ACA, and people don't want a plan that's very expensive. They just want something temporary for right now. So they've been around forever. Under the Obama administration, they were worried because people were willing to pay a fine not to go to healthcare.gov to get something less expensive, and they were buying short-term medical plans at much lower premiums. So they, instead of the 12 months that they were allowed to be, that duration is 12 months, and then you would reapply for a new short-term medical plan, they said, nope, we're only going to make it 3 months. And then you'd have to reapply, and then 3 more months, and then you have to reapply. Thankfully, the current administration, the Trump administration, did an executive order to put it back to 12 months and did even more. They're like, we're concerned about people with pre-existing conditions because in case you don't know, one of the reasons short-term medical plans are so inexpensive is that they do not pay for pre-existing conditions, but the vast majority of Americans don't have any, or if they do, it's just very minor. They don't pay for medications. So they're like, my medication's like $4. I'll pay for that myself. Very inexpensive. A young person that's 26 years old, their premium could be anywhere from $19 to $45, rather than $290 or $300 on the exchange. So they go and they buy this policy. But what if, unlikely, but what if they developed a pretty severe pre-existing condition during that first 12-month period, and they have to totally reapply? That condition does not apply in the new plan. So the Trump administration said the insurance companies should be allowed to renew it up to 36 months for 3 years, especially why we still have the ACA, which is so expensive. So each state, however, already had their own rules. Right. And so each state had to say, we'll pass a bill that mirrors what the president allows, and we will allow it up to 36 months. It's just somehow this bill didn't make it out of committee. I remember calling you and going, so the short-term medical bill passed, right? No, and I went, oh, what? We need that. Yeah. So I will be testifying on it today about our clients and the rates that they have and why it's such a good, people need more options. Why it's such a good option.
Gives us, we talked in many different videos about all the options. This is just another option that we have out there. And in fact, I have friends that have used the short-term medical.
Me too.
They want that renewability.
My own son, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And being able to renew that up to 3 years is a big deal. So.
And you know who else really, people say it's probably mostly young people, right? No, people 50 through 64, those rates are $950 to $1,000 on the ACA. They could get a plan for maybe $300 on the short-term medical plans. And people call us in tears. And people will say to me, Beverly, I just can't afford this. Is there anything else? Yeah. And we could talk, I could talk to you about Christian sharing ministries. I could talk to you about short-term medical plans. At least we don't want to say, nope, there are no other options. Right. People need other choices until we can end these regulations that are hurting our state and making our rates so high.
Absolutely. Well, Beverly, I appreciate you coming in and sharing with us today. And stay tuned. We'll have more videos. Thank you very much.